Have you ever looked at a nativity scene and wondered, who exactly were those three mysterious men with gifts? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh, they came from afar, but their presence means far more than we might think. The Magi, also known as the wise men or the three kings, appear only briefly in the Gospel of Matthew, but their role is deeply significant. In Matthew 2 verses 1 to 12, we read that they came from the east, guided by a star, seeking the newborn king of the Jews. They weren't Jews themselves, but Gentiles, pagans, yet they recognized the signs of God's work and came to worship. Tradition often names them Caspar, Melchior, and Balthasar, representing different regions of the known world, symbolizing that Christ came not only for Israel, but for all nations. Their journey teaches us something vital, that the truth of Christ can reach even the hearts of those far away, in distance, culture, or belief. The star they followed wasn't just an astronomical sign. It was a divine invitation. God called them through something they could understand, the language of the stars, and they responded with faith, determination, and humility. They traveled a great distance, facing unknown dangers, simply to adore a child they believed was sent from heaven. When they finally arrived, they didn't find a palace. They found a poor family. A baby. No crown. No throne. Yet they knelt. They gave gifts fit for a king, gold for royalty, frankincense for divinity, and myrrh, a burial spice, foreshadowing Christ's suffering and death. In this moment, they recognized that this child was not just a future ruler, but the Savior of the world. The Church honors the Magi not just for who they were, but for what they represent. They are the first Gentiles to recognize Jesus as Lord. Their story is a foretaste of the universality of the gospel, that Jesus came to save everyone, regardless of background, language, or nation. Their visit is celebrated each year on the solemnity of the Epiphany. Epiphany means manifestation, and in this case, the manifestation of Christ to the nations. It reminds us that God desires to reveal himself to all people. And like the Magi, we are all called to seek Christ, to bring him our treasures, not gold or incense, but our hearts, our lives, our love. So, who are the Magi? They are seekers of truth. Worshippers of Christ. And in many ways, they are each of us, when we search for meaning, when we recognize the divine in unexpected places, when we bow before the mystery of God's love. Their story invites us to ask, what am I seeking? What signs has God placed in my life to lead me closer to him? And when I find him, will I offer him all that I have, just as the Magi did? Because when we truly find Christ, the journey doesn't end, it begins.